Hey everybody! So if you actually watched my video yesterday, then you guys will kind of know why I was mostly absent for the month of March. And I know that's still no excuse. Like, you have people out here that's way more busier than I am that are still doing uploads and stuff, and I completely get that. But I just wanted to let you guys know why I was gone. Anyways, so let's get right into today's video. So I'm not even being dramatic when like I was naming this video at all. Like, I'm being 100% honest, and I'm like not joking about it, because this is something that's like not really a joke at all. Like, it's literally meth, like crystal meth. That is a serious topic and nothing to joke around about. I was in about 9th grade, so that is my freshman year. I was like maybe what, 13, 14? One of my good friends from middle school actually introduced me to this girl. So I'm gonna call her D, okay? So D was very loud. Everybody knew who D was, even though we were all just freshmen at the time. D knew a lot of people. And she was also kind of like a hooligan, like a hoodlum, hanging out with people I don't think she should have been hanging around with. But that's not my place to say it, because that's not my life, nor is that my sister, nor is that anybody in my family. And like, don't get me wrong, even though D was like that sort of person, like not really somebody that I would talk to or anything like that, at least to me, she was really friendly and really nice. So, you know, I was like, yeah, that's the homie, that's D. It was this one time that me and my friend that I went to middle school with, we ditched with a few other people that we knew in freshman year. Right down the street from my school, there was a shopping plaza, and there was Target, there was Babies R Us, there was Toys R Us, there was Michael's, Petco, Staples I think it was, and Home Depot was across the way, and In-N-Out, and McDonald's. And so we were all in that shopping area, and we were just like, me, my friend from middle school, and T were the first ones that ditched school that day. So we just went over to Target, and then we ended up meeting up with R and D at In-N-Out. Back then I used to eat burgers and stuff like that, and meat like that. And so we all went over there, we had lunch. It's only maybe 11, gonna be 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Like, we left school early. And so we had lunch over there. I always got an allowance from my mom on Mondays, and then I also got weekend money from my dad on Fridays. And so all that would accumulate. So I would always have money. Even though I stole, I could pay for it, but I was just like, why? And then after that, my friend from middle school, we ended up going back to her house, which is literally not far from our high school. Like, it was our high school, there was an elementary school, and then there was houses. The houses is where she lived. D was like, oh, you guys smoke hookah with water? And then we were like, yeah, because like, not really knowing anything, and she was like, yeah. And then she was like, nah, you gotta try this. She packed it with vodka and weed, and then she was like, all right, so just do this and tell me how you guys feel. Oh my God, I was honestly sick, because then I never drunk like that back in the day. So then I'm just like, nah, I'm good, I'm gonna just chill out. D was downstairs chilling, like she wasn't even up there. And then I left my friend from middle school's room, because that's where we were all at. Her parents were never home, by the way. So then that would be like the chill spot. If anybody wanted to ditch, she would always keep like an extra key, and she was just like, yeah, the extra key is just under the mat, go ahead and go in, kind of thing. So everybody would just go there. Very dangerous, by the way, because then she could have gotten in trouble for that, her and her parents. So that's really bad. But I was downstairs chilling with D, and then she was on the phone when I was walking down the stairs, and then she got off, and then I was like, who is that? And then she was like, oh, that's the homie, I gotta go pick up. And then I was like, pick up what? She's just like, oh, I do meth. And I was like crystal meth? She was like, yeah. She's like, how else do you think I stay so skinny? And I was like, eat right, like a normal person would, work out maybe. We're 13, 14 years old at the time, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, literally, like, that's such a hardcore drug. She was actually a year older than us, and she got held back. So maybe that's why she knew a lot of people. But still, that's not the point. But it's like, what the fuck are you doing crystal meth, dude? And it's like, why? Like, why would you make that sort of like life decision? You can get hooked on that shit. I seen a picture of her recently, and I'm just like, bitch, What? No way. Like, first of all, she's still doing meth. Second of all, she's doing other drugs as well, because I ended up talking with her and seeing how she was doing just to make sure, you know, she's like good kind. So then she's like, yeah, I'm good. And I asked her, I was like, you still doing crystal meth? Because then I'm just like, I was shocked to see, no offense, or like this is bad, but like I was kind of shocked to see her still alive, because she was doing other hardcore stuff while doing crystal meth while we were friends in high school, and she was like 15 years old. So I'm just like, I was like, hey, are you good? Are you doing crystal? Or like, you know, you went to rehab? Are you sober kind of thing? And we were just talking, and she was like, no, yeah, still doing crystal. I'm on heroin right now. And I'm just like, and like I talked to her and I was like telling her, like, you know, you gotta stop. Like, for real, you gotta stop. Like, that's not something you want to be on all the time. Here's the thing with her. Me and her got along so well also is because she used to draw a lot when we first started being friends. And she had the type of creativity, maybe because she was on drugs, but she had the type of creativity that was just like, you can go far with this. But she decided to let her life be led by drugs and alcohol and stuff like that, and I didn't want that for her, because even though she wasn't all that, I knew that she was a good person deep down, and she really was. She's still alive though, thankfully. As far as she told me, she smokes weed every now and then. She's not on prescription medication anymore. She used to be hardcore on that too while we were in high school. She only sometimes does crystal meth, and she's on heroin now, but she's just like, I'm not as bad as I used to be back in high school. And I was just like, you're kind of a little bit worse. And she kind of got mad at me, because then she was like, why do you care so much? And I was like, because to be honest, someone very close to me right now in my life used to be on meth. I told her that too. I was like, because even though we don't talk or we don't chill or nothing like that, it's like, I wouldn't want that for anybody. I wouldn't want anybody to be on any sort of drug like that. Like prescription medication, unless you really need it for something and it's something like you have to really need, then maybe I'll understand why you're on it. But if you're taking it literally for your own pleasure to get high and to feel good kind of thing, that's when it's kind of like, I think you shouldn't. But like I said earlier, it's not my call. It's not my life. So my freshman year was in 2012 and it's 2019 right now. 7 years later, she's, you know, she's still alive. She's still on drugs, sadly. So yeah, if there's any more stories that I can think about that happened in my high school years, especially freshman year, because that's when a lot of interesting stuff happened, then I will definitely make sure to make a video as soon as possible, as soon as I remember it, so I don't lose it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys liked it, make sure you follow all my social media. It should be appearing somewhere up here on the screen, or if you guys don't want to look at it on the screen, it's always down in the description below. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.